If you're like me, then maybe you're re-entering back into your anime phase, or this is completely new territory for you. Either way, I'm really happy to be back on my weeb shit, and honestly, no regrets. Hi, my name is Evelyn, and if you clicked on this video, then there's a good chance that you're looking for some anime recommendations. And I'm assuming if you clicked on this video, then you've already watched Fruits Basket and you're trying to find something else to fill that show hole like I was. I watched the original Fruits Basket back in 2007 when I was in middle school and absolutely fell in love with it, completely head over heels. Well, it took me a long time to finally watch the 2019 remake. I just watched it earlier this month and completely reopened my love for anime, reopened my love for the Soma family, for Kyo, Yuki, Toru, all of that. I even went to my first anime convention and I cosplayed as Toru. It has just opened this can of worms that I'm so happy actually happened, because I have not been or felt this giddy or just like had butterflies of watching these characters in these anime shows for so long, and I'm 100% back into it. After finishing the 2019 Fruits Basket remake, I felt so depressed because I dove into a show hole and I was like, I need more, I need something, I need to keep going, I need to keep this feeling alive. So naturally I turned over to my friend Jessica, and she is all about anime, all about that weeb shit, die-hard anime fan, and she's been helping me kind of in the ropes of getting back into this whole phase, and also with cosplaying and going to cons and stuff like that. So I'm really grateful for her. So I finished Fruits Basket 3 weeks ago, and since then I've already ran through 4 different animes, so these are the ones I'm gonna recommend to you. But before I dive into that list, I just want to say that if you have not watched the 2019 remake, please go check it out, even if you're a fan of the original. The original only gave us 1 season, and the remake gives us 3 seasons, and they just delve into the characters' development so much more, and it's way more accurate to the manga, and just please give it a chance if you haven't. Plus, it's all the original voice actors from the original, so it's just that much more special. So these recommendations are gonna work if you are really into shoujo, if you're into romance, if you're into that slow burn kind of love, or the witty banter back and forth, or the unaware character that's not sure what's going on and the other one does. These are for you. I literally made a my anime list today, like maybe an hour ago, so I can keep track of them all because I'm rushing through them. So my recommendations are gonna go off of the order that I started watching them in after my Fruits Basket ending. Okay, so the first one is called My Love Story with Yamada-Kun Lvl 999, and this anime, it's definitely newer. I think it came out in 2023, so it's pretty new. The animation style is very beautiful, very crisp, very clean, and basically the premise of the story is that you have the main character, Akane. She gets dumped by her boyfriend because he met somebody playing an online video game that he had her learn so they could play together. So she's heartbroken and she doesn't know what to do, and so she wants to get him back and be petty, so she decides to go to this in-person event that's surrounding this game to like get him back. But when she's there, she bumps into Akito Yamada, who is a pro gamer, and he is very cool and collective and literally doesn't think about anything else other than gaming. He's not interested in romance, he doesn't even think about any of that stuff. Unexpectedly start spending a lot of time together, and they're both very different from each other, but it is such a cute shoujo. It's got gaming and a little bit of nerdiness, very lovable characters that you'll like. It's a slow burn and also super sweet, and I just have a lot of moments that'll have you kicking your feet and just honestly, I give it an 8 out of 10, I think is what I rated it. It is so cute. So the manga, I believe, is complete, but it only has 1 season. There's talk of a season 2, it hasn't been confirmed, but it's 13 episodes, each 23 minutes, and definitely check that one out. Honestly, I feel like I started strong out with that one because it filled some of the void that my Fruits Basket loving heart was feeling. The next one I watched was Blue Spring Ride. Now I know this one came out in 2014, so it's, wow, 10 years ago. And it seems to be a lot of people's favorite. It is really cute. The manga is finished. They only made 1 season, plus a live action movie, which I did not watch. I heard it was kind of bad, but maybe I'll give it a chance. There's actually a lot of fans that are still in hope of having a season 2 for this. Our main character is Futaba Yoshioka, and she basically doesn't want to be like the other girls. As in, she tries to hide her femininity because a lot of her classmates scrutinize girls that are too cute or wanting boys' attention too much, and so she really downplays her femininity and tries to just be like one of the guys. And so because of that, they look at her and they're like, oh, she's not a cute girl, it's just Futaba. And she's totally okay with that because the only guy she ever had a crush on was someone from her middle school who ended up moving away and disappearing. But now she's in high school and she realizes that her old childhood crush named Ko is actually back, and he goes to her high school. At first she's really excited, she has all these butterflies, she's thinking, oh my gosh, is he gonna remember? whatever. And it turns out Ko is a completely different person than what she remembers. And he's actually kind of an asshole. She's so taken aback by this and doesn't know how to handle it and what to do. So this show is all about like trying to navigate different changes in her life, trying to be a better person, while also navigating that this boy now goes to her school. And they both end up on the student council together, so there's a little bit of forced proximity. It is a slow burn. I gave it a 7 out of 10 for different reasons that I don't want to talk about, but I still really enjoyed it. I loved it. I love the characters. The group of characters that all come together I think are super sweet, and honestly it's more like a 7.5 out of 10, but you should watch that one. Okay, so the one I just finished last night is called The Angel That Spoils Me Rotten, or it's The Angel Next Door That Spoils Me Rotten, one of those. And this one is a little bit different. It doesn't really take place mainly at school. There is a little bit of high school in it, but it mainly takes place at the main character's home. It mainly takes place in the apartment of our main male character, Amane Fujimiya. Basically, the summary of this anime is that there is a beautiful girl, Mahiro Shina, and everyone in her school calls her the Angel. She is like this perfect goddess to them. But in reality, she's very lonely and actually keeps everybody far away for different reasons. One day, he's walking home and he sees her in the rain sitting on a swing and she looks to be sad. So he gives her an umbrella, tells her to keep it, it's fine, and continues on his day. They then realize that they're next door neighbors living right next to each other. She goes to return the umbrella and she notices how messy and untidy his apartment is, and she realizes he's kind of helpless when it comes to like household work and all that. So in order to return the favor, she starts to cook for him and starts to clean his apartment. And then they start to form this beautiful friendship. And this is also another slow burn, and this one is so sweet. I think Amane Fujimiya is such a gentleman, and he has a lot of internal thoughts that are really funny. And if you really like that sweet slow burn where they're in denial, then this one is such a cute one to check out. Okay, so the last one I started watching, which I actually just started today, but I'm already halfway through, is Watakoi, Love is Hard for Otaku. And Jessie really loves this one. She has the entire collection of the manga in her house. It is different. They're adults, they're 26 years old, and it takes place in an office work environment. And this whole story is them trying to navigate their feelings for each other and their love. They used to be friends in middle school. They're both otakus, which basically is like a nerd or someone who's like really into like video games, anime, manga, and it lets them like, it kind of controls their life or their personality. So in general, just like a real super nerd about things. And so the show also covers her nerdiness, his nerdiness, and how it meshes together, and also some of their friends. I'm really enjoying it so far. It is different, but since this is the 5th anime I'm watching in a row, I think it's a good shake-up and a good mix of what I've been watching. So far, there is a lot of humor for it. It's definitely more towards adults. There have been some pretty sweet moments, so I'm excited to finish watching that. But yeah, that's the anime that I'm watching right now and that I recommend to you if you liked Fruits Basket and you're looking for something to fill that void. These are all really super cute, really super sweet. There was a lot of moments in each one that just had me blushing or just had me giggling, and I love shows that can make me do that. I have so many more on my list that I'm already planning on watching, but I figured since I was looking for something to fill that void, I would show the 4 other ones I've already watched to help you too. I'm just going through them because I'm back in this phase, and honestly, I don't care. Also, I picked up Fruits Basket Another, which is the sequel of All Their Kids. Not a lot of people knew that there was a sequel. I didn't until like a week ago. This first book is actually really cute, so I will go get the other editions. But this one's more just like a for fun read. It's nothing too serious, but it's a fun manga if you really like the original Fruits Basket. But yeah, if you have any recommendations of animes for me to watch, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I really like shoujos, but I also really like fantasy and supernatural. I love animes that do have a romance, whether it be a slow burn or a quick burn, enemies to lovers, whatever it may be. I like animes that have those sweet, tender moments that pull at your heartstrings, but also do have slice of life or action or supernatural, stuff like that. I might make another video at the end of March of my March anime watches because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go deeper down this rabbit hole. Like, comment, and subscribe. I do a lot of videos around fandoms, travel, lifestyle, and story times. So if you like what you see, then give me a follow. Okay, bye.